Warm greetings to everyone. Today, again, we all are gathered here from different parts of the world for a 7th episode of Unheard Stories, the True Intellectual Warriors. Our guest of the day, Ms.Mini Gupta, has already joined to share her stories with us. But, as usual, before starting, know about the organization and the spirit behind it. HETS, Harvest Educational Transformation Solutions, registered with MSME, Government of India in May 2017, ISO 9001 2015 certified, another progressive turn with the launch of HETS Pradeshta India Trust, NGO Foundation in 2021, where HETS aspires to empower women, children, and people, all genders, academic dropouts, through education, develops knowledge, skill development, educational and corporate training, improving employability scope, assessment, and counseling projects. HETS is an education consulting and service company exclusively dealing with end-to-end education service provider pan-India. Our team works with educational institutions in planning, developing, and managing educational institutions that meets their vision, mission, and goals. HETS has more than a decade of experience setting up and running schools and preschools across the country. Transformation can happen only through focus and passion apart from learning, teaching, and leadership. The true spirit behind such transformations is present among us. She is none other than Dr. Aruna Vadka ma'am. Dr. Aruna Vadka ma'am is the founder and managing director of HETS, Harvest Educational Transformation Solutions. She is the founder and chairperson of HETS Pradeshta India Trust and the resource person of Indianka Learning Private Limited, Britannica. So now, I request ma'am to grace the occasion with a motivating word to start the interview.
Thank you so much, Rasleen, for this introduction. And yes, more than our one own self, our work should talk. That is what I believe, and I've been continuously doing that. A little bit from our end, whatever we can, though we are a very handful of members in our organization, but still we have not stepped back. We are on and on, yet with many other programs that will be coming up and that we are ongoing processes. But yes, when we talk about the organization, we talk education, we give trainings, as Rasleen mentioned. So we motivate students, we motivate teachers mainly. And as per our new education policy, it is very important that we upgrade our teachers and the students to know what is in store for them in future and their change of the curriculum in the terms of their career, every aspect of it. So right now we are connecting with a couple of schools where we have conducted the national education policy trainings to teachers and various training programs for their professional development. And why do we need training for teachers? Because yes, only if teachers are upgraded, only then we see that the students are given what they need for this current competitive world and the challenging world that they are going to face in future, because there would be no jobs. There would definitely, everyone has to be an entrepreneur or learn their own vocational skills, where can they expertise, where can they can master, and then see what they can earn on their own livelihood. So that is what our HETS Harvest Education Transformation Solution focuses on. And also, along with our education, we also cater to the community services. When we cater to community services, it is very much needed that we be a role model to every student and the community people, that yes, we should be empathizing with the situations that the people are going through. During this pandemic and the post-pandemic, people are facing a lot of mental health, what we see in them. So what is that we can do for them? So that is where we pitch into the people, NGOs and the corporate, and recently we did a corporate in the Bangalore's one of the biggest tech park, where we had to conduct leadership skills, because none of them are geared up to start offline work. And that too, especially when it is the productive department, when it is the machinery department, they have lost the interest as to how and what way we are going. They are lost. And if they are lost, imagine how our education system would have been, being online and then coming back to offline. So this is what we do, and we request all the educators, welcome all the educators to be a part of it, encourage our youth, encourage us to be imparting, reaching out to many people, and also subscribing, liking to your own videos that we interview with, so that what happens is it is reaching out to one and all across the globe, and then we see that how we can join hands together and go further. So this is what is the motive, because I believe that the education is beyond books. It's not restricted to books, but it is beyond books, where it is the key that you keep educating yourself and keep extending yourself till you reach your aim. So that is what I would always say. And I want all our educators to be in that manner, and encourage each and every aspect, each and every field that they are into. That's the purpose of us starting this interview with the intellectual warriors, where we welcome one and all to know their own story of growth and their success and their purpose. This is what we are into, right? So let us not take much more time, and thank you so much, Rasleen. Kindly proceed.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful message. Your words are always inspiring to hear. Now, it's time to meet the guest of the day, for which everybody is waiting eagerly. Ms.Mini Gupta. Ms.Mini Gupta is an entrepreneur with good experience of teaching computer science. Having more than 20 years of technical experience is an inspiring story for many. With good understanding of on-site and online tutoring, make her different from others. During pandemic, she helped many to survive in India and USA too, by giving technical training and support to many professionals. So, with this beautiful introduction of ma'am, I welcome her on the screen. This is Rasleen Kaur, your host for today. I'm overall coordinator of HETS Youth League Association. I'm 12 years old. Dancing, singing, writing, and knowing more about intellectuals are my hobbies. Today, I'm here to know about you, so that we can learn something from your experiences. So, beginning with my first question, we have heard that playing with computers is your passion. How and when you identified your passion?
Hi, Rasleen. I definitely wouldn't say that I was born with this passion. And to be completely honest, it wasn't until I stepped into my college. You know, in my younger days, like other kids, mostly I played outside, danced, rode bikes, and wasn't even aware that computer existed. If I remember correctly, after I finished my college education, one of my childhood friends told me that he was going to join a computer course. And the same time, even I got a call from my relatives from America. They were telling me that computer holds the key to the future. Even though I didn't think much of it, I thought I had nothing to lose and I should at least give it a try. So without any delay, I enrolled at one of the first computer institution of my city, that is called Univac Computers. You know, on my first day, I was absolutely blown away by what I saw. I couldn't believe such a thing existed. I mean, this was the closest thing we had that resembled real life magic. That was computer. Since I majored in history, I was a history student and studied the past of humanity, I often wondered to myself what our ancestors would give up uh, to have a tool like that. I'm eternally grateful to my teachers at Computer Institute. You know, their energy while teaching these courses electrified the room, and I couldn't help but flow with their current. And so my curiosity peaked enough for me to open up my own computer institute later down the line. And I say, I became a teacher simply for the fact I couldn't just hold this information to myself. I believe our youth needs to not only learn, but fall in love with computers. I wanted to share the beauty of computers just like any other art. That's it, Rasleen.
Wow, that's amazing. With full determination, you made your dream come true. But I very well know that you're not just a computer lover, you're a passionate teacher too. So, what was the inspiration for you to become a teacher?
Dear Rasleen, as I told you that computers were new at that time, and it was the curiosity of many to know about it, that how computers can impact our lives. So that made me realize that I can help many to know this new technical world where I stepped in a long back. I was happy, and I wanted to spread this happiness around the world. Hope you like this.
Thank you very much for this lovely answer. I'm inspired with your statement of happiness. Now, I would like to know something about this pandemic era where it became difficult for most of the people to survive. Was it difficult or easy for you?
That's a great question, actually. It was definitely a challenging time for not only me, but people all over the world. We all suffered in health, and many people lost their loved one. That was very sad. In the technical field, if I would say that it was uncomfortable transition into remote work. Although everything became smooth eventually, the first few months were definitely very difficult. Hope you agree with me.
Amazing! With your lovely thoughts, I'm sure that we are going to learn a lot. Are there any limitations when it comes to teaching?
Actually, there are no such limitations, but we feel so because of our mindset. We use different strategies, and it depends on us to make our classroom environment interactive and interesting. So practice and participation is very important, whether it is on-site or online classroom. That's what I want to say.
Awesome! That was so insightful. Moving further, can all children learn the same way being taught or need to employ different ways to mentor?
No, not at all, Rasleen. That's why I said it depends on the mindset. We have different learning styles, pace and abilities. Some students are good in programming, some in designing, and some love to explore new things. So it is the duty of teacher to know and help accordingly.
Rightly,
That's it.
I'm sure everyone will agree to it. Proceeding ahead, is there any role model in your life? Would you like to share something about him or her?
As such, I don't have any role model, but if I say my father was the first one to help me to fulfill my dream, and my mother gave wings to fly. I reached USA because of my parents. Last but not least, my husband, just like a big support, he always encouraged me to prove myself. He is my strength. He always helped me to achieve the best. I would like to say that my family is very cooperative. My brother, sister, my nephew, niece, my kids. I'm really thankful to all of them. So I must say, my parents are my biggest role model for me. They always supported me in every pursuit of my life.
That's really nice to know. As you're related to computers field, there's a question that strikes into my mind. We say that in computers, we need to learn something new every day. What is your opinion?
That's very true. We need to be updated every day if we really want to survive in the technical world. Moreover, I suggest everyone to be updated with the technical knowledge of their field. That is very important. So if I say a basic understanding of computer science helps understand how the internet works, how gadgets communicate, how these technologies can impact our lives. These days, technology affects every field. So it is not only about computer and not just about smartphone, laptop, medicine, space research, entertainment, transportation, or even a far out things like contact lens you put in your eyes, even that have computer in that. So automation of work through computer has saved the time and energy of human life. That's it.
Really true. To conclude, would you like to give any message to all the students and other audience listening to you?
Definitely, I would like to give. So my message to all the students is to more careful while selecting their career. Always listen to your inner voice. Identify your abilities. So I must say, believe in changing the world with your passion and knowledge. Like I can give few example. So the founder of Google, Microsoft, Amazon, these are few examples that proves how their passion became a boom for different fields like e-commerce, artificial intelligence, online industry, and many more. So nowadays, computer science is no longer vocational, to get a job, but completely foundational for any job that you would like to have for next 20, 30 years. So don't do anything in peer pressure. Moreover, don't leave your values at any cost. It will help you to be strong and live life happily. So I would say good luck to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm blessed that I got an opportunity to know so much about you. I really enjoyed it. I'm sure this is going to inspire many of us. Thanks for sparing your time and sharing your unheard stories with us. Now, let me invite my mentor and Chief Management Officer, Dr. Unheard Kaur. She is having experience of more than 20 years in the field of education. She has received many awards. To name a few are Best Principal Award, Harvest the Nature, Guru Varya Saman 2022, Inspiring an Iconic Woman of the Universe 2022, and many more. Ma'am, may I request you to come forward for the vote of thanks?
Thank you very much, Rasleen. First of all, on behalf of HETS family, I bow my head to the Almighty God to pay my gratitude for the successful completion of this episode of Unheard Stories, the True Intellectual Warriors. From the bottom of my heart, I am obliged to Dr. Aruna Vadkar for this beautiful initiative. I strongly believe that this move is going to help many of us. I'm thankful to our guest, Ms.Mini Gupta, for sharing wonderful thoughts, giving time from her busy schedule and sharing her stories with lovely tips for the youth. I'm thankful to all the other members of HETS for their unstinted support. Last but not the least, I pay my gratitude to all the audience present here. We would like to hear many more stories from all over the world. Those who are interested, kindly contact us at 951-301-9990. Another number is 951-308-8990. And do not forget to join us on next Saturday to hear another great intellectual warrior. I hope you all are loving it because these stories are really heart touching. Thank you everyone once again to join us.